big thing going on. Enough people purchased our shirts, so we got this. And I have a neighbor that needed a 302 put in, which is this. Thing is, it's for a 1963 Ranchero, which, well, was one of the small cars. We got this. We got big red engine stand. We got that. It's ready. We wanted to pull this out. Believe it or not, me and one other guy out of a box like that.
That's the top right there, and that's what's left of the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's all
We
plastic
actually,
with ratchet straps.
Me and him pulled this entire thing out. Funny part is, I remember back in my wild youth, I was putting these big blocks in the back of my 68 Mustang. The weirdest part, or I don't know how you would say it, but this is a 302 from 1968. So I went off on the AutoZone guy. No, it can't be that, because the piston skirts were too long, and when you revved it up, it'd break off the bottom of the piston skirts. Yeah, if you didn't know that, now you do. And he goes, no. And I'm thinking, there's no way. They would never make those pistons again. So I'm thinking this is more like a 69, but they're calling it a 68 block. Probably because of the numbers on the block, which, yeah, I haven't even looked at. Me and Chuck wanted to find out how well the precision hoist worked. And believe it or not, it works pretty good. We got the engine hoist from Home Depot, and Big Red over there from Home Depot, and this is part of Big Red product. Apparently, not all Big Red products are good, because, yeah, there's hours of reading of people, but that actually is better than the one at my actual shop. So, yeah, we wanted to see how it worked. Works pretty good. We're gonna move it over to here. We want to show you when you see this Ranchero, you're gonna be like,
What the
why
hell?
in the hell would you actually want to replace that engine in that car? Well, I thought of that myself, but my neighbor told me the whole story about that car. And it was 1970. We bought that Ranchero. What do they call those? Not futures. I'll think about it. And I was like, okay. We had another shop in town. Apparently, he took it over to a shop.
For 2 years.
Yeah, it's like a year and a half. Apparently, they left it with the hood open and rain got in there. So apparently that's what froze up the rings on the piston. That's why we're here. I thought I could use some Marvel Mystery Oil, but before that point, all they asked him to do is make it run. They put in 2 distributors. Took a year and a half for this. And I'm like, what the hell? And I go over to my friend's house. This is like, I don't know, like 4 years ago. And we're actually neighbors. I wouldn't call him a friend. But, no, he's a good guy. Go over there and then find out, okay, like right here is number 1. This is what I found out. The actual number one, where it goes, off the number one cylinder with it out. I'm like, what the hell? How'd they not? Not only that, the harmonic balancer, where it has the markings, was caked. I mean, how did they put in 2 distributors without not knowing where number one was? I mean, I kind of could, right after number one.
Basically, it was dirty, so he had to clean it up to find the markings.
It took me, 15 minutes cleaning off the balancer. Well, you'll see it when you put all this stuff together. So the guy would leave it out there with the rain and everything to get in the intake. I didn't know about this till after I got it running. I literally had it running, but it was smoking like a freight train. I was like, what the hell? So I was like, okay, well, shut off. Put it in the Marvel. Hopefully it's like just some rust that we... And I think it worked if he would have drove it. But after I got it running, he didn't drive it. Yeah, those customers. South Maine. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. But, yeah. So it's like, I even instructed him, you gotta drive it a while. And I dumped a lot of Marvel in those holes. I pulled all the plugs, dumped a lot of Marvel. We let it set for a freaking day before actually, did my little button for the starter so we can spit all that shit out. Did all that, put the plugs back in, and yeah, it was a little better. So I was thinking, all he has to do is run it. But you have a customer that just don't want to listen to what you're talking about. So, his decision, put a new one in.
See how long this one lasts.
I mean, myself, I would have me pull the engine, pull the pistons and everything, put some new rings, whatever, That's just me.